This is how I maximize a client's tax deductions on their existing investment property and cash out $137,000.
Again, this is not financial advice.
So here's the breakdown. The client earns over 100K plus. They're not happy with the tax that they're paying at the moment, so they want to do a bit of negative gearing. They currently have an investment property. Loans worth $567,000. We did a valuation. The property is worth $880K in New South Wales market value. Their current bank is at 3.9% principal interest variable. That's $2,674 per month in repayments. Weekly, that works out to be $616.75 per week. Their current rent is $580 per week. So as you can see, the weekly rent is less than the weekly repayments. So the client pays a bit on top just to, keep this property going. Now here's the objective of what the client wants. They want to turn their principal interest repayment to interest only. Now again, this is not my advice. This is what the client has instructed me. So this is called a loan restructuring from principal interest to interest only. The reason for that is they want to maximize their tax deductions through negative gearing. Because essentially this $567,000 loan, this loan here, by paying principal interest, you're going to reduce the principal as you go throughout the year. Therefore, the ability to claim a tax deduction on the reduced loan gets reduced year by year, which affects his negative gearing strategy. And the final thing is he wants to obtain a cash out at the peak value of the property. What this means is at the moment in 2022, the property is at its peak at the moment. It's going to go through a correction, and it's kind of going through a correction. But a few months before this property took a bit of a correction, we captured the valuation at $880K, and we were able to capture the equity at $137,000. Because if he was to do this refinance and cash out thing in 2023, I don't think the property will be worth $880K. It'll probably be worth maybe $800K, and the equity will be less. And the client wants to capture that equity so that he can use it as a spare facility for future investment purchase. Now let's go to the loan structuring. So client wants to refinance cash out for investment property purchases. I don't want to tell you where the property is for private reasons, but you know the postcode. Property is worth $880K. This is the loan breakdown. $567 is the original loan, and the cash out is $137,000 at 80% with Adelaide Bank. Now this loan already settled, and I got him a 3.94 rate locked about a few weeks ago. Now this is investment, and you can't get this rate at the moment, so don't ask me. Now I already delivered the news to a client, and he's really happy about it. I just didn't put the audio here because he doesn't want to be on TikTok. The main thing that he's happy about right now is that now it's on interest only at 3.94. That is $429.61 per week in repayments, which is right now the rental income is actually more than his repayments, which is good. And we have a $137,000 facility that's fully offset, so he's not making any repayments at all, but it's ready to fire for a deposit in the future. So not financial advice, but if you're looking to purchase your next investment property using your equity in your existing property, we're at the peak, baby. Better cash out to get the equity. Otherwise next year there's nothing left. What do you think?